I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The season finale from the Nashville Fairgrounds. Cody the Dominator Burke and Steve Hoffman on the front row. Jesse Gordon, CJ Jeffries on the second. Austin Ruskoff, Richie Joplin on the third row. David Farnan and David Lux on the fourth row. Indy Kirchenbauer, Devin McDonald round out the top 10. Ryan Caldwell starting in 11th, next to Chad Ragsdale in 12th. Tyler Thomas in 13th, Nicholas Johnson in 14th, Alex Harper in 15th, Patrick Pieper in 16th, Kirk Marble in 17th, Cody Kennedy in 18th, Richie Ragsdale in 19th, Lynn Marble starts 20th. John Nichols in 21st, Ryan McDaniel 22nd, Brian Hewitt 23rd, Matt the Maniac Moniac 24th, Christopher White rounding out the 25 car field here at Nashville. And all the drivers getting stacked up, ready to go. As always, folks, if you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let us know who you're cheering for. A lot of these drivers listen in and love to know their fans are cheering them on. It's worth noting, Cody the Dominator Burke won a championship Wednesday night in C12 Motorsports. Can he make it to tonight? Still got a lot of stiff competition. Jesse Gordon, Devin McDonald, and Chad Ragsdale all qualified in the top 10. If anybody has a bold prediction on who's going to be the champ, let us know. $150 laps. The driver's looking at 64 to 70 laps on a tank of fuel. They have 3 total tire sets here tonight. But cautions could throw everything for a loop. Everybody stacked up. The pace car about to hit pit road. And here they come out of turn 4. The green flag flies. The championship race begins at the Nashville Fairgrounds. They're already trying to get 3 wide mid-pack. That did not take long. And a huge shout out to Mark the Man Dantuma in race control. He's got his hands full here tonight. Cody Burke leads the first lap. Jesse Gordon is on his bumper. Stephen Hoffman just set the fastest lap so far in third. Hoffman was fastest in practice. Wow, they're trying to get 3 and 4. We got one hard in the wall. Got one around Cody Kennedy to the inside. No caution yet. Will Kennedy be cleared by the time he gets out of turn 4? A rough start for Cody. Let's see what happened. Cody right behind. And looks like Patrick Pieper smacks the wall, comes down, gets into Cody. A quick recovery by Cody. Let's see if we can get a look from the chopper. Now keep an eye on the 38 of Patrick Pieper. They were almost 4 wide. Coming out of 4, Pieper comes off the wall, just clips Kennedy and sends him around. Richie Joplin on the move up to 5th. David Lux up 2 spots into 6th. Championship contender Devin McDonald up 3 spots into 7th. Ryan McDaniel has had a problem. He has towed it in. And we will not see the caution. Let's see what happened with Ryan. There's Ryan back behind as they come through 3 and 4. And we talked about that big dip coming out of turn 4. Ryan found it and it sent him to the wall. Cody Kennedy has had another problem. He's slow on the inside. No caution, he is rolling. Devin McDonald is on the march, now 4 spots into 6th. Let's see what happened with Kennedy. Remember, Cody had that first incident with Patrick Pieper. He is trying to regain some ground, but gets big loose. Out of turn 4, kisses the inside wall. Cody Kennedy has taken it to pit road. Ryan McDaniel is back out on track. Meanwhile, Cody the Dominator Burke out front. Jesse Gordon still in 2nd. Stephen Hoffman in 3rd. CJ Jeffries in 4th. Richie Joplin in 5th. Championship contender Devin McDonald currently in 6th. Chad Ragsdale, one of the other contenders, back in 11th. Cody Burke and Jesse Gordon, the other 2 drivers, out of the championship 4. On the move right now, John Nichols already up 7 spots into 14. And the Maniac is on the attack. He looks underneath Brian Hewitt. That's the battle for 20th. And everybody getting a little bit loose coming out of turn 2. Devin McDonald has a little bit of clean air in 6th place as he tries to reel Richie Joplin in. Remember, those 4 championship contenders, it comes down to who finishes the furthest ahead. Right now, it's Cody the Dominator Burke out front. And as we heard some of the drivers say, it's 150 laps. It's a short track. Anything could happen. And if this race stays green, folks, anything will happen as the leaders will spin. Half caution is out. The Maniac is involved. Brian Hewitt is involved. Our first caution of the night. I do expect to see a lot of drivers in to top off on fuel. Not expecting to see any tire changes. Let's see what happened. There's the Maniac coming down the front stretch, comes up the track. Brian gets a better run. Oh! And they get together and both get caught up. See if we can get a look at this one from the chopper. Well, that definitely got interesting. You see Maniac loose out of two, gathers it up, but Brian has a better run. And then, once Matt snaps loose, he comes up, gets into Brian. Well, that was eventful. Several drivers did come in to top off. Only the top three right now have stayed out. Chad Ragsdale, Nicholas Johnson, and Richie Ragsdale. Chad Ragsdale is one of the championship four. Lights are out, and let's get a little bit loud on the restart. When the green flag drops, folks, I'm going to shut up and let you guys crank it up. And hear all this horsepower on a short track. Alright, here we go. Out of turn 4, the green flag flies. Crank it up, y'all. And the caution is out. Caution is back out. And it looks like quite a few drivers were caught up. Matt Moniak, Richie Joplin, Cody Kennedy, Tyler Thomas, CJ Jeffries, David Lux, Alex Harper, and Austin Ruskoff. Here they come out of turn 4. Oh, looks like a mess was going on up ahead. Let's take a look at CJ Jeffries on the high side. Coming out of turn 4, he gets together with Richie Ragsdale. Gets checked up and a lot of cars get caught up. Wow. And a big pile up in turn 1. Well, that was a bit of a mess. Nicholas Johnson now out front. Chad Ragsdale in second. Those two have still not been to pit road. The Dominator in third. Jesse Gordon in fourth. Devin McDonald in fifth. The championship four are now all in the top five. Alright, everybody is stacked up. We'll try and crank it up one more time. Alright, here they come through 3 and 4. Pace car is in. The green flag flies. Crank it up, y'all. It's a beautiful sound listening to all that power. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube where you can find all of our Crank It Up videos as Andy Kirchenbauer moving to second. Nicholas Johnson is sideways. Jesse Gordon takes the lead. Oh, Ragsdale's around. Caution. And it looks like Austin Ruskoff may have got caught up as well. Looks like it started with championship contender Chad Ragsdale. Let's take a look. There's Chad in the purple car. Oh, Burke was loose coming out of 1 and 2. They're 4 wide. Ragsdale gets a bump and goes around. Collects Indy. Nicholas Johnson. Richie Joplin slammed the wall. See if we can take another look at this one from the chopper. Chad Ragsdale there in the purple car. The Dominator up top. They have a little contact. Cody quickly saves it. Wow, Indy comes down, just barely clips him. Kirk Marble tried to avoid it, gets into Richie. Richie Joplin slams the wall. Well, it's definitely been an eventful start for the championship contender. And Chad Ragsdale did not use his fast repair. He is still in the lead lap. Aerodynamics not as important at this track. This is not an aero-dependent track, so Ragsdale may be okay. Jesse Gordon, Devin McDonald, Cody Burke, the 3 championship contenders, 1, 2, 3 at the moment. All right, lights are out. They are stacked up. Chad Ragsdale, the 4th contender, back in 22nd. He's got some work to do. He has shown a black flag. We'll see how that plays out. At the moment, Ragsdale is showing a black flag. Pace car is in. The green flag flies again. Jesse Gordon quickly shoots out front, leaving Cody Burke and Devin McDonald battling for second. They are 3 wide right behind. Oh, a little bump into 3. And the caution is back out. And a parking lot in turn 3. David Farnan, Ryan Caldwell, David Lux, Austin Riskoff, Patrick Pieper, and Richie Joplin all involved. All right, let's take a look at this from the chopper. Caldwell in the middle. Oh, gives a little bump to Farnan, and they stack up. Richie actually manages to stop. Chad Ragsdale may have gained a lot of ground on that. Looking at it from another angle, there you see 3 wide. Then the bump to Farnan sends him loose. Caldwell nowhere to go, turned him the rest of the way around. Lux gets caught. Got some big movers just by virtue of avoiding chaos. Chad Ragsdale did pick up a lot of ground. However, he did go to pit road to get some more repairs. Jesse Gordon, Cody Burke, Devin McDonald, the top 3 at the moment. Looking back through the field, John Nichols up 16 spots into 5th. Cody Kennedy up 11 spots into 7th. Brian Hewitt up 14 spots into 9th. And the Maniac is already up 13 spots into 11th. Lights are out. They're ready to go at it again. Jesse Gordon in control. Here they come. Out of turn 4, pace car dives in. Green flag flies again. Jesse Gordon, Cody Burke side by side, but Gordon pulls away. Out of turn 2. Indy Kirchenbauer, despite being involved in an earlier incident, already back up into 6th. Brian Hewitt and Matt Moniak battling. Pieper got hard into the wall. They do have a fast repair available tonight. Kirk Marble has just barely avoided multiple incidents. He is in 16th at the moment. As I said, they do have 1 fast repair available tonight. This still could come down to a battle of attrition, though, as several drivers have had to use theirs, and Burke goes for the lead. The Dominator versus Jesse Gordon into turn 3. A lot of the guys saying that preferred line tonight was, oh, Burke is loose. Burke lost a lot of ground. Cody slips back into 4th. Jesse Gordon out front. And John Nichols, wow. What a run! Oh, Nichols is around. No caution, but John was up 19 spots into second. Looking down from the chopper, let's see what happened with John. There you see him getting past Devin McDonald. They go off into turn 3. John gets a little bit deep, he gets loose. Devin nowhere to go. John does get it straightened out, but lost so much ground. Meanwhile, Jesse Gordon is out front. Cody Burke now up into second. John Nichols has slipped back into 10th. But as we mentioned, he was running in second before that incident. He had picked up 19 spots. I'm guessing he'll pick up those spots once again. The Maniac is still on the move. Matt now up 18 spots into 6th. It has been a while since we have seen the Maniac on track. It is great to have Matt back out here. Devin McDonald in 5th at the moment. Chad Ragsdale starting to make up some ground. He is now up into 18th. 3 of the championship 4 currently in the top 5. No, I stand corrected. Devin McDonald just slipped back to 6th. The Maniac now to 5th. And Alex Harper, who was involved in one of the earlier incidents, is up 11 spots into 4th. The Dominator currently in second, 1.1 seconds behind Jesse Gordon, but he has Stephen Hoffman on his bumper. Hoffman looks like he peeked underneath. He is going to go for second. Remember, points don't matter tonight. Laps led do not matter. It's which one of the championship 4 finished up front. And right now it's Jesse Gordon with the lead. Matt Moniak battling for 4th. Matt is on a tear tonight. Devin McDonald lurking right behind, hoping to find an opening to get back up into the fight. Chad Ragsdale currently battling with Patrick Pieper. Chad in 17th at the moment. Whoa, Pieper a little loose out of 2. Brian Hewitt did not qualify well, but he is having another good run here tonight. Brian currently up 8 spots into 15th. Brian McDaniel has had a problem. He has towed it to pit road. See if we can see what happened to Ryan. There's Ryan McDaniel looking under Ryan Caldwell. And it looks like he got the dip out of 4 again. Smacks the inside wall and goes for a spin. Devin McDonald now battling with Alex Harper to get back into the top 5. And John Nichols is back. Oh, we've got a car, the Maniac, way out of shape down the front stretch. He does save it. We saw John Nichols earlier running in second. Had that incident that sent him all the way back to 10th. He has fought his way back to 6th. And John Nichols on fire tonight. Nicholas Johnson now 5 spots into 9th. Alex Harper up 7 spots into 8th. Chad Ragsdale has moved up into 15th as Ryan McDaniel has come back out. Jesse Gordon out front now as Stephen Hoffman closing in. The Dominator back in 3rd is losing ground to the top 2. Is he conserving? Jesse Gordon about to be into lap traffic. Ryan Caldwell in the wall just ahead. Lap traffic about to become a big problem for the leaders. Nicholas Johnson in a mess here. A good driver to ride along with. Coming down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Right behind Alex Harper as he gets on the power. You see how hard he's having to work that wheel tonight. Back down into 3 and 4, and you can see just how bumpy this track is, especially on the bottom. It is very difficult to hold a steady line here. Those bumps unsettle the car the whole time. On the power, out of 4 once again. Nicholas Johnson currently in 9th, up 5 spots. Alex Harper currently in 8th. And the caution is back out. Ryan Caldwell involved. And folks, we're going to see 4 tire changes here. Just shy of halfway, everybody's getting a set of fresh Goodyears. There's Caldwell. Remember, he was a lap down as the Maniac goes under. Caldwell big loose in 3 and 4. Wow, what a close call. All right, Jesse Gordon is going to lead them all in. Remember, most of this field is not taking tires. A lot of them have topped off on fuel. And the Maniac stays out. He was last in 35 laps ago. Lynn Marble also staying out. The Maniac did take tires on his last stop. David Farnan comes off pit road, did not take tires. Lynn Marble is coming in. And that pit road entry, as you saw there, is very tricky, even under green flag. or even under caution when they're slowed down, coming in under green flag conditions here, man, it is tricky. Alright, most of the field took 4 tires and fuel. Your championship contenders, Jesse Gordon in 3rd. Cody Burke in 5th. Devin McDonald in 7th. Chad Ragsdale back in 13th. Chad still working his way to the front. Lights are out. They stack back up for the restart. Alright, here they come through 3 and 4. Pace car dives in. And the green flag flies again. And the outside line is gone. There's a problem behind. Caution. And it looked like the inside line did not get going. And Devin McDonald involved. Wow. Just past the halfway point, and chaos on the restart. Let's take a look from the chopper. Keep an eye on our leader, Matt Moniak. They get the green right there. The outside line gets going. Matt just can't get it. The inside line accordions. Take a look at Devin McDonald, one of the championship 4. They're on the inside line, right behind the Dominator. They all get going, then have to check up. Devin gets a tap from behind, goes around. Richie Joplin almost lost it. Hey, good evening, JR. How are you, buddy? Me too, JR. Me too, buddy. All right, David Farnan has the lead. Stephen Hoffman in 2nd. John Nichols in 3rd. Jesse Gordon in 4th. Cody Burke in 5th. Alex Harper, Chad Ragsdale, Brian Hewitt, Kirk Marvel, and Richie Joplin round out the top 10. As they stack back up for the restart. Pace car dives in. And the green flag flies. Farnan's away. Oh, Farnan's in trouble. Wow. What a save by Farnan, but it gave Jesse the lead back. Alex Harper now into 2nd. Stephen Hoffman slips to 3rd. As they are 3 wide back behind, Chad Ragsdale back up into 7th. Devin McDonald back on the attack as well, up to 14th. The caution is back out. And it looks like Lynn Marble involved. Let's see what happened with Lynn. There's Lynn on the inside in the 47, right next to championship contender Devin McDonald. Lynn gets off into 1 and 2. Oh, gets loose out of 2, slams the inside wall. Comes up, it's Indy Kirchenbauer. Wow. That restart gave Jesse Gordon the lead. Several drivers to pit road. Let's take a look at David Farnan on the restart. They come through 3 and 4. Farnan on the high side. Pace car drops in. The green flag flies, and Farnan was away like a bullet. And I don't know, there may have been contact there. Lights are out on the pace car. Hey, good evening, Mark. Actually, JR, interestingly, most of the drivers wanted to run middle to high tonight. All right, here we go. Pace car dives in. And the green flag flies again. Jesse Gordon leads them into turn 1. Indy Kirchenbauer has had a problem. He has gone back to pit road. Oh, we've got 3 wide ahead. Cody Kennedy backed out of it, almost got into Hewitt. Stephen Hoffman, who's been on a tear in his first race with SMR, currently running in 5th. Jesse Gordon still in the lead. The championship 4 right now, Jesse Gordon out front. Cody Burke currently in 3rd. Devin McDonald back in 13th. And Chad Ragsdale now back up into 6th. As there is quite a battle going on back here. Kirk Marble, David Farnan going at it. Kirk pulls ahead. David Lux lurking underneath. John Nichols is now back up into 3rd. And you gotta wonder if that guy is unstoppable tonight. Alex Harper in 2nd, also a big mover, up 13 spots. But John Nichols up 18 spots into 3rd. The Dominator is back in fourth. Have to wonder if Cody Burke is saving something for later. Or does Jesse Gordon just have it nailed down tonight? Chad Ragsdale in 6 has a big gap up to the top 5. About 1.7 seconds back. Now most of the drivers in the championship last came to pit road, lap 74. Drivers were looking at 65 to 70 laps on a tank of fuel. The caution since then will help extend that fuel window. If this thing stays green, these guys are going to be close. The Dominator comes into the night. One of the champion. Caution is back out. And it looks like Tyler Thomas involved. All right, there is Tyler up on the high side, coming down the front straightaway toward turn 1. Off into turn 3, no problem so far. A little loose coming out of 4. And I don't know that he was what brought the caution out. Oh, Brian Hewitt was way loose out of 4. Comes up and slams Tyler into the wall. Everybody from 7th on back came in and topped off on fuel. The top 7 stayed out. Jesse Gordon still has the lead. And it looks like fuel only for most of the field, but John Nichols drops to 15th. He takes 4 tires. Looks like Austin Ruskoff, Brian Hewitt, and Patrick Pieper also take tires. The lights go out as they stack back up. It'll be less than 50 to go when the green drops. This has been a wild one so far. All right, here they come out of turn 4. Pace car dives in. And the green flag flies again. Jesse Gordon takes the lead into turn 1. And looks like a little body contact coming through 1 and 2 between some of the drivers. Look like Richie Joplin, Devin McDonald may have banged a few times. Devin already up underneath Kirk. Devin currently in 11. Jesse Gordon still has the lead though. As Cody Burke is battling with Nicholas Johnson. And they got a little close coming out of turn 4. A lot of battling back behind as Chad Ragsdale tries to clear CJ Jeffries and get back up in the fight. The championship 4 right now, Jesse Gordon out front. Cody the Dominator Burke in 5th. Chad Ragsdale in 8th. And Devin McDonald 3 wide for 10th. But here comes John Nichols. Remember, John has 4 fresh tires. And he is cutting through the field. John does have the freshest tires on track as he looks underneath Kirk Marble. Whoa! Richie Ragsdale has a bit of a problem. It checked up a lot of the field. Now the Dominator's going to look underneath Ragsdale. And Cody Burke back to 3rd. Chad Ragsdale also able to take advantage. He's up top 3 wide out of 4. That was a gutsy move to put Chad back up to 6th. Devin McDonald, Chad Ragsdale's around. Devin catches a piece. Caution is out. Stephen Hoffman, CJ Jeffries also catch a piece. And how many of the championship 4 will come in for tires this time? Jesse Gordon is headed in. Let's see what happened. All right, there's Stephen Hoffman as John Nichols goes underneath. Oh, Nichols gets into Ragsdale. Looking down from the chopper, John Nichols got into Ragsdale. Ragsdale turned down, got Hoffman. Hoffman checks up Marble and Kennedy have nowhere to go. And a lot of the field just came to pit road. Richie Ragsdale stays out. John Nichols on those fresh tires also stays out. As for the championship 4, Chad Ragsdale in 6th, Jesse Gordon in 7th, Cody Burke in 8th, and Devin McDonald in 11th. They'll have just over 30 laps to go when the green flag drops. Lights go out on the pace car. Richie Ragsdale, last on pit road, lap 85. John Nichols, meanwhile, has fresh tires as they get the green flag again. Well, Richie spun the tires on the start. John Nichols didn't. Ragsdale's up the track. They get together. John holds on to it, but man, he's sliding back. A lot of bumping into 3. Burke goes up the middle 3 wide. Oh, Cody Burke's around. He gets into Jesse. Caution is out. Holy cow. That was a wild lap. All right, watching Cody Burke, who got caught up in the middle of this. There was that big checkup into turn 3. A lot of guys got bumped. Burke shoots up the gap. Moniak and Jesse get together. Cody comes down, can't do anything, and sends Jesse to the wall. Taking a look from the chopper now. There's Jesse Gordon, who, wow, he came up through the field until those 3 started bumping. And Jesse slams into the outside wall. And David Lux has the lead. Lux on older tires. The Dominator in second on fresh tires. Brian Hewitt in third, also on fresh tires. We've been watching Brian Hewitt improve dramatically this year. His finishes have not shown how well he has been running. Tonight may be the night he gets back on the podium. All right, lights are out. Everybody stacks up. David Lux will be in control of the restart. Lux, another one who has improved dramatically this year. If David Lux or Brian Hewitt wins tonight, I guarantee you everybody would cheer. All right, here we go, out of turn 4, green flag flies. Lux gets a good start, but Burke on those fresher tires right alongside. Oh, Lux holds him off. Burke's going to go for the crossover. John Nichols is there. And the caution is back out behind. Cody Kennedy and the Maniac involved. Let's see what happened back in the pack. There's Cody in the 63, out of turn 2. Heads off into 3, big loose, gets into Jesse. Then the Maniac back behind. Wow, he locks him up and just barely avoids it. And it did appear Cody Kennedy hit his incident limit. He is out. Jesse Gordon is back on pit road. Well, this championship race has not disappointed. Championship contenders positions right now, Cody Burke in second. Chad Ragsdale in seventh. Devin McDonald in ninth. Jesse Gordon currently scored in 16th. He is on pit road again. Jesse Gordon really dominated the first half of this race. And it looked like he might have the win, but man, things have gone crazy. Lights are out on the pace car. David Luck still in control, the Dominator on the high side. Through 3 and 4, pace car dives to pit road. And here they come. The green flag flies again. 23 laps to go in the season finale. David Lux claims the lead through 1 and 2. John Nichols battling with the Dominator. Cody crosses over for the lead. And the Dominator pulls ahead. John Nichols looks for second. Whoa! John got way loose out of turn 2. Somehow saved it. But now Alex Harper in the fight. It is getting crazy in this group. The Dominator back out front. Chad Ragsdale in 6th, Devin McDonald in 7th. Both drivers trying to get to Burke and win the title. Jesse Gordon is back up into 11th. He is marching back to the front. But John Nichols is looking underneath the Dominator. Wow, they lean on each other through 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4, Nichols has the nose ahead. A drag race down the front stretch. 18 to go at Nashville. And Nichols pulls ahead. Oh, contact at a 2. Burke's not giving it up without a fight. Alex Harper lurking right behind. Stephen Hoffman closing in. Devin McDonald now up into 6th. Chad Ragsdale in 7th. But Kirk Marble fighting past. And don't look now, Jesse Gordon up to 9th. Cody Burke has reclaimed the lead for the moment. But now Harper's looking under for second. 15 to go. Man, what a night it has been. Whoever wins this race has earned it. Wow, Nichols and Harper both a little squirrely. out of 4 side by side. Devin McDonald now up into 5th. 14 to go, he still has time. And with the top 4 fighting, as Nichols looks under Burke again. Drag race into 3 and 4. And Devin McDonald is getting closer. All McDonald has to do is beat the Dominator. It doesn't matter where they finish. Jesse Gordon is now up into 7th. Does he have time to get there? Chad Ragsdale has slipped back into 10th. "38 races come down to this moment. 10 laps to go in Nashville. John Nichols takes the lead for the first time tonight, and Harper's looking under Burke. Harper's loose into 3. He's into the Dominator. Devin slips by, caution. Holy cow. Man, what a wild turn of events here. Let's see what happened with Alex Harper. All right, Harper battling for second, goes too deep into 3. Gets into Burke. Devin sees the opportunity. Jesse Gordon gets caught in it again. Well, folks, John Nichols has the lead. Stephen Hoffman in second. But 2 of the championship contenders, Devin McDonald and Cody Burke, 3rd and 4th. Devin McDonald is yet to win this season. The Dominator has won 20 races. But the last 37 races before tonight does not matter. And look at this. Devin McDonald, Cody Burke, Jesse Gordon, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 3 of the 4 championship contenders right there. It'll be 5 to go when the green flag drops. John Nichols looking for the win tonight. John is yet to win this season. Nor has Hoffman, but the 3 championship contenders are right behind him. And the green flag flies, 5 to go. Kevin spins the tires on the start. Burke now to 3rd, they have contact. Devin's around, big crash into the caution is back out. Wow. Well, folks, Make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and especially YouTube. We're going to have a lot of YouTube shorts from this one. It has been an eventful night. All right, watching from the chopper. We'll see what happened to Devin first. He spun the tires on the restart, opening the door for Burke. A little contact in the middle. Burke saves it, but Jesse ran out of room. They get together. Then back behind Richie Ragsdale. Whoa, Moniak gets a big drive off into 1 and 2. Wow, gets into Ragsdale and sends them both to the wall. All right, the championship 4. Cody Burke currently in 3rd. Chad Ragsdale in 5th. Devin McDonald in 11th. Jesse Gordon hit his incident limit. He is out of the race. The one championship contender out of the race. The Dominator in 3rd. Chad Ragsdale in 5th. Devin McDonald back in 11th. And we've got a green-white checkered. Good evening, Tina. All right, everybody take a deep breath. This could be the wildest 2 laps of racing you'll ever see. Jesse Gordon officially out of the race. His championship hopes are over. The first half of this race, Jesse dominated it. Lights go out on the pace car. They'll have 2 laps to settle it. John Nichols, started at 21st, has marched his way to the front 3 times tonight. But Stephen Hoffman has been one of the fastest cars all night long. And the Dominator is lurking right behind. Pace car dives in. Here we go. Nichols in control. Green flag is in the air. 2 to go in Nashville. John Nichols away like a bullet. Cody Burke to 2nd. Ragsdale right behind. Ragsdale did say in pre-race he's not afraid to use the bumper. He gives him a tap. The white flag flies. One more time around. John Nichols has it down the backstretch. But the championship battle is right here. Ragsdale gives him the bump. They bang it down. John Nichols wins the race. And the Dominator wins the championship. Wow. John Nichols had a huge march. He marched his way to the front once, got caught up, sent to the back, marched his way to the front again, gets caught up a second time, and fights his way to the front to win the race. And Cody the Dominator Burke, 20 wins, comes home in third and wins the championship. And holy cow. See if we can get a look at that last lap championship battle. Looking down from the chopper, Ragsdale and Burke there on the bottom, out of turn 2. Ragsdale looks to the bottom, trying to get under. Tries to rattle Cody's cage a little bit as they come out of 4. The white flag flies. Ragsdale sends it deep through 1 and 2. Gets a great run out of 2. Right to Burke's bumper. Taps him, sends him up the track. But gets loose out of 4 and slams the inside wall. Wow, what a night! I do not have much voice left. Alright, let's talk to our top 3, starting with our new champ, Cody Burke. Cody, you come home in third, barely, and pull off the championship.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one. I am not a fan of the one race to win the championship there.
Well, I would normally agree with you, but tonight it kind of worked in your favor, although Ragsdale was using a little Dale Earnhardt at Bristol move there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I expected it. I had so much damage, and I felt really slow that last third of the race, but I couldn't risk repairing it and sending myself to the back. So I tried to keep control of the race. It was the only reason I was racing John as hard as I was. I wanted to start as the leader when a caution came out, but it all worked out.
Well, man, like I said during pre-race, 20 wins, a dominant season. I don't think dominant's a strong enough word. You won over 50% of the races. Man, it was a heck of a night, buddy.
It was a good season, and looking forward to the time off.
Well, man, you definitely earned it. Congratulations. That's 2 championships in 1 week. Great job, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Cody comes home in third with the championship. Stephen Hoffman, in his first race, comes home in second. Well, Stephen, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your first ever SMR race.
Yes, sir, that would be correct.
The fastest in practice, second fastest in qualifying, and one of the fastest cars all night. You are putting it on him tonight.
Yeah, my good buddy Devin, I run with him a little bit. He told me to come check this league out, so had some free time and glad I did. Don't run the Xfinity cars a whole lot, but they're pretty fun to drive, and I got the hang of it there pretty quick. And I didn't think Nashville would be that good of a track for these things, but it was a blast.
Well, man, it definitely looked like fun. I love running this track and was kind of jealous of you guys tonight, but man, I've never been as fast as you were. You put on one heck of a rookie show tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was just, I know it was their championship night. I was just trying to keep my nose clean. I think I ended up with 4 incident points there. The cart spun in front of me. I got hit from behind. So I was just trying to keep my nose clean, be respectful to everybody. But second place for the first time running these guys, it's pretty fun. Pretty good night.
Well, man, a heck of a run and a heck of a start to your SMR career, man. Congratulations.
Yep, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll definitely run full time with these guys next year, I think.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, buddy. Great job.
Yep, we'll see.
And finally, our winner, John Nichols. John, I was trying to do the math on it a minute ago, and I would have to go back and watch the whole race, but I think you passed somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 cars tonight.
It definitely felt like that. I had my pit strategy in mind, and it's not a popular one here in this league, but it worked out. So
It definitely did, and man, we saw you charging through. It didn't seem to matter old tires or new. You came to the front multiple times, marching your way through the field.
yeah, it got a little bit scary. I was really close to a DQ from all of the door banging that was happening to me, because a lot of it was coming through too. I know Pat Pieper, is that how you pronounce his last name?
Yeah, Pieper.
Yeah. We ended up making contact just because I was wrapping that yellow, and I don't think he expected me there. And just the way the iRacing netcode works, like as soon as he touches my door, it just shoots his car off. So I was just little things like that I was really trying to avoid, while also making clean passes. But in the end, it worked out, just staying away from the carnage.
Man, it definitely did work out. You put on one heck of a show and a clinic for the rest of the drivers tonight. A heck of a job, man. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. It was a ton of fun. This is probably my favorite track on the sim to race.
It's one of my favorites too, man, and you put on a clinic tonight. Great job.
Well, thanks so much for broadcasting the season.
My pleasure. Holy cow, what a win for John Nichols. Cody the Dominator Burke, the new champion. Man, we're looking forward to the winter season starting 2 weeks from tonight. Well, they will be running the 87s, and until then, don't forget, we will be streaming tomorrow night. Come by and say hi. Well, until tomorrow, I'm going to go catch my breath. You guys have a great night. Make sure you go watch the whole season on our YouTube channel. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.